Young man, young woman, keep your head up high, it's okay to cry.
Welcome to today's show. Earlier this year, Barack Obama stated that too many fathers are missing from the lives of children and are missing from their homes. On today's show, Brandon Hay, founder of the Black Daddies Club, may very well be the answer to Barack's plea. Welcome, Brandon.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So you're a father of
Three
boys,
yes.
Not one, 3 boys.
Yes.
Tell me about that. How was this experience coming into fatherhood?
It was a scary transition. Being raised by a single mom. That's actually the reason why I found the Black Daddies Club. She did a great job. There was a need I saw at the moment for that, almost like a support group for men.
So the Black Daddies Club, you founded last year. In
2007, yes.
2007.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what is the message you intend to get out there about black fathers?
It's working with other organizations who are doing similar things. This is networking, but it's also working with the community. That's the key thing. It's working. This is my standpoint. I feel like each of us, we all have a part of the solution to whatever problems may be, and I think the first step to coming to that solution is for all of us to come together. Yeah, we'll come together and sharing what we have. One of the mandates of the Black Daddies Club is to break old negative cycles and create positive new cycles. Mm-hmm. So it's like you have, as you mentioned, there's that cycle of fatherless families.
Yeah.
But I think it's not just the fathers that has that responsibility. I think it's the community. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I think men and women who may not have kids have to step up, and I think we as a black community should be more proactive versus reactive.
Together.
Well, yeah, I mean together, but more or less not necessarily waiting. I think one of the main issues, and this is for my own personal situation, is my father got murdered a couple years ago in Jamaica, and that was the spawn of it. Was really where this is where the motivation comes from. So, and when it happened, it was a situation where when I went to Jamaica, I was like, well, why isn't there a public outcry? And then it hit me that it doesn't really affect you until it hits your front door.
Yeah, so nobody really helped your mom, you would say, in terms of, like, you didn't have this father figure that you can go to, an Uncle Tom, who would, like, be there for you and who'd talk to you about manly stuff. Exactly.
So it's like, and it's one thing that it reverberates in the black community, that black women feel that they wear both caps, both the masculine and the feminine, And as I said, I can't praise my mom enough. She did a great job. But simple things as far as shaving, when I was 13, that brought up a certain anxiety to it.
Yes, and we also have the problem with guys don't like talking too much about things. They don't like coming out there and asking questions.
Well, I mean, that's why in the forums, in the Black Daddies forums, we saw that there's a need to have forums with men and women, but there's also a need to have just forums for just men. Exactly.
Only men. Thank you, Brandon. When we come back, Brandon will be speaking about the different mandates and the vision for the Black Daddies Club here in Toronto. We'll be right back after these messages.
What is life? Life is what you make it. First believe in yourself.
1919 is from the House of Angostura in Trinidad and Tobago. The 1919 is aged for 8 years in bourbon casks. That's why you get all that flavor coming out of it. It gives it a beautiful sweetness. You're going to be overpowered by the vanilla, the caramel, the cocoa, and the molasses in there. It's a very easy drinking. It's a sipping rum. It's not for mixing. So smooth going down, you want to have more.
We're speaking with Brandon Hay, who is the founder of the Black Daddies Club. So tell me, Brandon, your wife said, okay, we're going to have a baby.
Yes.
What was your initial reactions? You said that you missed having that father figure in your life.
Right.
And now you're about to become a father.
Yeah.
What happened? What went through your mind? What were the different steps that you went through?
Well, first of all, I was just scared. Just scared because at the end of the day, I didn't necessarily have any. Just being raised by a single mom, I didn't have any kind of exactly. Yeah. Like my only reference point at that point was the Cliff Huxtable, and that was like what I deemed as like, you know, how a black man, a black family should kind of be. I was reading a book at that time. It was Bill Cosby Fatherhood, and that book was so important as far as just gearing me up and just getting me. It kind of scared me at the same time, but it kind of gave me some kind of idea of what I should expect. And at that point, it was like, well, I started speaking to elders and individuals, and that was when it hit me that a group like this is needed.
Yeah.
It's just having where younger guys can speak to elders in the community who's been through situations, and it's more for reasoning, nothing too formal, just a reasoning kind of a vibe.
Yeah, so kind of like a mentorship program.
Yeah.
They can all come together. You can talk about the different issues that you're having in the black. And yeah, I guess you're right to a certain point. We do get that stigma, or I should say that black daddies are deadbeat dads.
Doing this research, coming up to this point, I've been going to different family resources.
Okay.
And it's funny, when you go into these rooms, you see there's resources for women, for the mom, for the kids, for the grandparents, the guardians, but there's nothing for fathers. You know?
Why do you think that, though?
I don't know why it is. Like, my thing was, I want the Black Daddies Club, it has to be a part of the solution versus us talking about the problem. That's key.
Fix it before.
So, exactly.
Yeah. So how does one become a part of course, you have to be a black and daddy, right? You have to have a kid.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, we've just joined forces with the United Way and Macaulay Child Development Centers, who does More Than a Haircut series. And that's one of the greatest things doing this, the BDC, is just the networking opportunities. And that's key. Because before doing this, I didn't know anything like this existed. But after starting it, I'm finding out there's a whole bunch of different organizations that's out there. But I feel like the problem is there's not much communication, and that's needed. And it's like, once there's communication, people working together, that's when we're going to start seeing differences. It change, exactly, you know?
Things will happen, and men will actually have a forum, or I should say, someplace where they can go and talk about their problems.
Well, that's it.
They can get help if they
is
need
it.
to, because
That
at the
is
end of the
it.
day, guys need help. Okay, women are super talented.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not saying that because I'm a woman.
Right.
But it helps that they have this forum that they can go to.
Exactly.
So how often do you have your forums?
The next set of forums we're having is in the month of August.
Okay.
And what we keep these forums in either hair salons, restaurants, community center, places where traditionally the black community is tend to come together and talk a little bit more, like the barbershops,
barbershop.
the hair salons, and so forth.
Yeah.
So, and it's normally a small group. So the forums that we had 3 sets of forums so far in the GTA.
Okay.
So one in Brampton, one in Kensington Market, and one in Malvern.
So you just sign up and you attend and you get some great information.
Exactly.
To take away something that you can actually use.
Exactly. But yeah, we have there's a Facebook group with over 500 members. We're building a website.
Okay.
And it's just email or direct contact if you need to reach me, basically.
Great. Thank you, Brandon. It was
Thank
a pleasure having you. You've been watching the Caroline Purcell Show. We've been speaking with Brandon Hay, founder of the Black Daddies Club. For more information on Brandon and what you can gain from the Black Daddies Club, visit our website at www.carolinepurcell.com. Thank you for watching, and remember to be inspired.
Took action, you made it happen for you. Step by step, your life has changed. All your dreams have come true. A smile is on your face now. You've put away all fear, you've put away all doubt in your mind. What is life? Life is what you make it. First believe in yourself, believe in what you have and where you've been. Pulls you through the ups and downs. What is life? Life is what you make it. Don't run away from yourself. Reach to the sky, make your dreams come true.